Welcome back, dear students. This is a continuation part of session 27, that is the introduction about the Joseph Edison and the essay Will Wimble, the 28th session. I hope you have understand whatever in the previous class we have discussed. The Joseph Edison belongs to the I think he belongs to which age? Augustan age, obviously, and this age is also called as a neoclassical age. And Joseph Edison and Roger Still, they are most popular essayist, and they published Tatler and Spectator. It will discuss in the previous class. So the in the previous class we have I have given the gist or introduction about the Will Wimble. Who is a Will Wimble, and the character of Will Wimble, how he was, and he wanted to visit the home of Sir Roger, and he want to stay a week in their house, and he sent a letter and fish through the messenger. ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೆಂಜರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಫಿಶ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲೆಟರ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತಾನೋ. ಅದು 6 ದಿನದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಲೆಟರಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಆ ಲೆಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಸೂನ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೆಟರ್. And we'll see about the continuation part, what the Will Wimble, and how Sir Roger was very much curiosity about to know this gentleman about Will Wimble. Will Wimble is they are the two brothers. One is baronet and one is very famous in business. He is doing business in Europe, and Will Wimble is doing a small work about the handicraft and he is spending, but he was a very intelligent fellow and he make all the peoples very happy, providing the this handicraft, and he offer the puppies, and his gentleness will create more attraction to all the peoples. And our Sir Roger is also very happy about the character of Will Wimble. So see, dear student, here he is actually a very ideal person. Who is ideal person here? The Will Wimble is a very ideal person, and waste his time with making trifles for the woman folk, and he makes a lot of trifles to make the women also to be happy. And he often makes nets and presents them to his friends. Some nets also he prepare, some knitting also he do. He make a lot of handicrafts to offer to the others and make them happy. Or sometimes he obliges that ladies with the garters of his own knitting. So own knitting, he provides some dress also while he knitting his own. This makes him a favorite with all the people, and this character is attracted Will Wimble to all the peoples because he provides them and he make them happy. This description of Will Wimble character, which was being related to the spectator by Sir Roger. You know about very Roger, he is a friend, he wanted to know, Will Wimble wanted to visit Sir Roger house, was interrupted by the arrival of Mr. Wimble himself, and finally that day come, the Mr. Will Wimble will visit the house of Sir Roger. The spectator noticed how sincerely the old knight welcomed the gentleman, and how Wimble, on the other hand, was also happy to meet Sir Roger. So he was a knight, Sir Roger was a knight, and he was wholeheartedly welcomed the gentleman. Who here is a gentleman, he is Mr. Will Wimble, means William Wimble, and the wholeheartedly he has greeted, he has welcomed his home. And the gentleman Mr. Will Wimble also very happy to meet Sir Roger. Will Wimble desired that the knight to lend him one of his servants to carry a box of shuttlecocks to a lady. So he mentioned in the letter also, when he arrived to his home, he need one servant of the lady to help him, and as a promise he has arranged the lady as a servant, and whom he had promised the present to more than half a year. So he has promised to keep his words, which was they have discussed in the letter too. Soon they all went to have their dinner, and all they have come and they have sit together and they have spent a nice time with together, and they have discussing about some matters in the dinner. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಊಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಊಟವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. Here the first dish happened to be very fish which had been caught that very morning by Will. See here, obviously they're starting about the eating the fish. That fish was caught by Mr. Will Wimble, and he is explaining about how adventurous he has did and how he has fight with them and caught that big fish. And Bill naturally started a long story about how he had hooked the fish, means that is a very big fish, and he struggled not to catch that fish, played with it and boiled it, and last had brought it out upon the bank, and how he has brought that fish to the bank, and all the story he has explained all together in the dinner. The next dish of wild fowl also furnished will with an interesting subject for conversation for the rest of the dinner, and he has explained about his various adventures, his handicrafts, and about his puppies he gift to the puppies, his how he give handicrafts to the people. All the things they have explained while the dinner. After dinner, when the spectator retired to his room, he mused upon the character of William. See here, after dinner, when the spectator retired, means they departed from that place, he has started to thinking about the Will Wimble character. How the Will Wimble, he felt pity of this gentleman. Pity ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ sympathy. He wanted to show the sympathy about how gentleman he was, very kind and intelligent, but why he was not settled in any one business. He was thinking, means Sir Roser is thinking about Sir William Wilwimble, and he felt that his good heart and busy hands are wasting on these petty jobs. See here, he was very obviously upset about that Sir Will Wimble. Sir Rosaris, he was a good-hearted. He is a gentleman. His hand is always busy doing with the new things, that handicraft, everything. And why he has not using this busy hands to doing the good jobs? So he was worried about that gentleman. If he had attempted any occupation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅನ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲಸ, means he has not stick on that any occupation. His brother is already, he was a most famous businessman in Europe. He could have raised his fortune in another station of life. His service then would be have been more beneficial. Definitely Sir Roser is pointing that if Mr. Will Wimble is doing about the occupation, definitely he will shine in the Europe, definitely he shine in the England, but he is wasting his time. They would not care to go in for a common profession which is beneath the quality. This often ruins great families. So here they have departed with his brother because of these small issues regarding the house, about the business, what the Mr. William committing mistakes in his life. In England, usually the younger sons may choose any other profession. So the younger will choose any other profession. As a result of this, people who have started with meager means have been found to have risen to greater estates than those of their elder brothers. So the elder brothers and the younger brothers, you know very well about the lot of responsibilities on the hands of the elder brothers, and younger brother obviously they having their own choice to choose the profession, but here is to happen in the life of the Mr. Will Wimble. The spectator imagines that Will might have tired firmly or divinity, law, physic, but when all this failed, his family gave him up and left him to his own choice. All the family members, they have convinced him about his profession, about his life, about his intelligence, but finally the Will Wimble is not agreed about their words. He started his own thinking, and finally the whole family has left on him about his own choice. Whatever he want to, he will do. The spectator thinks that Will was quite well qualified for trade and commerce. Finally the spectator, means here the Sir Roser, he has observed that Mr. Will Wimble is well qualified to do the trade and commerce. He having the capacity to do the trade and commerce. So he has advising to Mr. Will Wimble, better he go to the trade and commerce instead of wasting in a small and silly jobs. So dear student, this is the character of the Will Wimble, how he was, and how the character of Will Wimble is explained Joseph Edison in this essay. I hope you have understand this session. Thank you so much.